Inside this home in McAlpin, Florida, you'll hear laughter, prayer, and the story of BJ Helton.
Before the transplant, it was like I couldn't do anything. I didn't have any energy. I didn't want to do anything, and now
BJ has Alstrom syndrome.
I still get tired sometimes, but it's nothing like it was.
Alstrom is a genetic disorder that affects the heart, lungs, hearing, and eyes. She was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy when she was 3 months old. She then started losing her eyesight and hearing, but it wasn't until she was a teenager that the combination of these conditions was given a name.
My first impression was, yay, we finally have a label. We finally know what's causing all these problems, because up until their teenage years, we just treated each thing individually.
It took so many years to diagnose BJ because of how rare Alstrom is. Only 500 to 800 cases have been reported in the world. 3 are in her family. Her brother Andrew died at the age of 29, and her sister Rebecca at 8 weeks old.
When Andrew passed away, we decided we weren't going to wait for pulmonary failure. So we went to Dr. Polly and we said, we need to do something now.
That's when BJ's doctor gave her hope.
So heart transplantation is a fairly novel treatment for this, fairly new. The combined heart-lung transplantation is also a potential option.
BJ was one of the first patients with Alstrom syndrome who had a heart and lung transplant in the country, and the second in the world.
We were told by her surgeons that when they took her heart, her old heart, out of her chest, it was barely beating, and that they were shocked that she was still walking and functioning.
September 6th was when BJ's life changed and when her second chapter began. She spent a total of 62 days in the hospital before and after transplant. She never lost her strength or faith.
It was hard because part of you wants to say, just forget it, I don't want to deal with this anymore. But you have to trust God and keep fighting, because there are people, your family members, that if you give up, you're not just giving up on yourself, you're giving up on them too.
Before she had to stay for the surgery, we were in the emergency room and her mom had to step out, Mary had to step out for a minute, and BJ raised her hand up, and so I reached out and grabbed it, and she said to me, it would be so easy for me just to give up. I'm so tired of fighting this. You know, I'm ready to go and see my God. I'm ready to see my brother. And she said, but Mom has fought so hard for me all these years. The least I can do is continue to fight for her. And it just crushed my heart. And I told her, I'm just so impressed with that, BJ, and you really inspire me. And I think that's the thing about BJ, is she's so inspiring.
BJ currently has a bachelor's degree in psychology and does daily chores just like anyone else. Some may say it's a story of medical advancements. Others may say it's a story of luck. But to BJ and her family, it's a story of faith and prayer, and a story she wants to share.
My goal is to try to make people understand how you have these things that come in your life, and you as a person really don't have any control over them, but you have a control over how you act to these things, and that if you trust God, He can show you the positive and the negative that you go through.
For Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Alex DeArmas in McAlpin, Florida. Thanks for watching.